is on the tee to 404 yards par 4 first. About 292 to run on the fairway before that bunker down the left. 301 to the top of the hill. 350 to the bunker in the middle of the fairway. Penalty area down the right. Shot 4 under 68 yesterday. 5-1. Second shot for Christopher here at the first. He's found the fairway. Flag is on 40 today and 7 from both sides. Already quite breezy this morning compared to yesterday morning. And that's a good shot for Chris. Had the low round of the morning wave yesterday with that 68. Alright, Chris Waters putting for birdie here at the first. Just to catch the co-leaders at 5 under. But both of the co-leaders have birdie putts as well to potentially pad their lead. Next hole is a par 5. Chris, for the only par in this group, the two co-leaders both made birdie here, so they are now at -6. Chris to stay 2 back at -4. With a par 5 coming up, and there's some trouble you can get into on that hole if you're not careful. Ay, 2-shot swing. That's a 3-putt bogey for Chris, and he's 3 under. He was tied for 3rd coming into this final round. Now 3 back. After that 3-putt bogey, Chris now on the tee to 533-yard par 5 second hole. This hole can play as long as 544. This fairway slopes from left to right. Gotta be careful here. So Nicosia needs to be in 2 with Mr. F in the right rough. He'll be looking for a bounce back birdie here. There was at least one eagle made here yesterday. Chris is from the right half of this second fairway. This will be a layup for Chris. Two co-leaders have just laid up. Right side hole location today here at the second. And now the 3rd shot for Waters. Par 5 second. Hole is on 15 and 7 from the right. Yesterday it was back left. Back at this up and down for birdie. And a bounce back. And a great shot by Chris. Looks like it's just underneath the hole. So you have that putt for a bounce back birdie to get back to -4 where he started. Alright, birdie putt for Chris at the second, and a bounce back. Nick Cassidy's group just a few moments ago teed off to third. There was a backup on 4 yesterday on the tee. Speaking of 4, this would be get back to -4 should Chris drain this putt. Yes, sir. Bounce back birdie from Mr. Waters. And he's even after 2. 4 under after 20. Top 5 get into the U.S. Amateur today, and 2 alternates. And Chris has gotten in before, particularly at Piedmont Driving Club. That was Chris teeing off the 392-yard par 4 third hole. 2 fairway bunkers down the right, 1 down the left. Nick Cassini found the second of those right fairway bunkers yesterday. Chris has found the same fairway bunker that Bartley was in here at the third. Pin is on 21 and 6 on the right. No backup on 4 today, I don't think. Somebody teed off, but the group is still on the tee there. The second shot for Chris at 3. First fairway he's missed. Ooh, that might be in a bad spot. It's long and left over the back. Third shot for Chris at 3. Actually missed the green left, not long. We should have some green to work with from over there. Gives himself a chance to scramble with a par. Just birdied the second, and it's going to be a wait on the 4th tee again, as we saw with Miles and Nick Cassini's group yesterday. Nick Cassidy's on the 4th tee waiting to tee off. The 9-10 penultimate group. Alright, par putt for Chris. Very important par putt. VIPP. Certainly don't want 2 bogeys in the first 3 holes. Goes head -4. Heads off to the 4th. After a little wait, Chris Waters on to the 469-yard par 4 4th hole. The wind might be coming from the right. Maybe a little into. Maybe a cross breeze. Second longest par 4 on the golf course. The 9th hole is 6 yards longer at 475. Shot for Chris at 4. He might have a long way to go here. Flag today is on 32 and 6 from the left. There are 2 bunkers behind this green. I can't tell if he's in the fairway. being the heavy stuff. Boy, 2 not so good approach shots in a row for Chris Waters. Third shot for Chris Waters here, 4. I guess it stayed out of that big rough. Whoa. Has gone to the other side. That's the shot he'll have coming back. He'll have to chip that in for par. Well, only Bartley found this green regulation here at 4. Devin missed the green to the left with his approach shot. And he'll have a somewhat lengthy putt for par. Chris is playing for par here. Be careful, you only limit the damage to just 1 drop shot. An inauspicious beginning earlier with a 3-putt bogey at number 1. Oh boy. He's going to have to hold that just to salvage bogey. Alright, Chris needs a little miracle here. This is for bogey at the 4th. Last check he was tied for 4th. He's about to fall from there. And that next putt, unfortunately, will be for a double bogey. He might be staring at triple in the face now. Possibly from the fairway. And he's looking at possible 6 or 7 here. Devin just made a huge par save there at 4. Bartley's 2-putted for par. Unfortunately for Waters, this is for double bogey on the same hole. The first group off 10 is on the 4th tee right now. They teed off at 8 o'clock 2.5 hours ago. That's going to be a triple bogey 7 for Chris. Drops from 4 under to 1 under. And Chris on a tee to 408-yard par 4 5th hole. About 234 to fly over that first fairway bunker down the right. About 289 over the second one. Well, actually 277 over the second one on the right. 258 to stop short of that first fairway bunker down the left. 289 over the second one down the left. 8 yards uphill. Coming off a triple bogey at the last. There it is. Chris can get back on track. And now Chris is approaching to the 5th hole from the far right side of the fairway. Should be a pretty good angle for him because the hole is on 31 and 5 from the left. You don't want to put it in that inside bunker. That'd be a short-sighted miss. to the right. Birdie attempt for Chris here. Only one to get this manipulation. Burke was short, Devin was short and left. Both of them will have par putts. Since the par 5 second hole. Par 3 coming up, followed by the par 5 7th, and then another par 3 at the 8th. And the long par 4 9th before making the turn. A few moments ago, teed off on the par 3 6. Stay in red figures. Just like at the first, a 3-putt bogey, and Chris is now 4 over for the day after 5. That's a little surprising. 2 bogeys, a birdie, and a triple. Chris down the tee of the shortened par 3 6 hole. Played his last 2 holes and 4 over. 10 today, 30 on and 6 on the left. Flag seems to be blowing towards them. Chris has just aced the par 3 6. Playing 180 yards today. How about that? First recorded hole-in-one in my 11 years of recording. So that moves Chris back to 2 under par. And the next hole is a par 5. Maybe he can go eagle. No putter necessary. Chris, after that ace at the 6, is on the 510-yard par 5 7th. The penalty area down the right side. That might be in the trees. Yeah, hopefully that's in play. Chris has hit a huge drive down the left side of the 7th fairway. I thought it was headed for the trees. Flag today on the 7th is 18 on and 4 from the right. There's a big bunker right of this green. Safe play would be out to the left. There's an uphill second shot. Asking for it to go. Oh, he's looking for eagle. That would be even more Al-B-FORE Tour history. Wow, turn around. This would be for Chris Waters. He played the 4th and 5th holes and 4 over. Triple bogey at 4, bogey at 5. And he just aced the 6. And now this is for back-to-back eagles. Just to get all 4 of those drop shots back in just 2 holes. Wow. And he's back to where he started this final round at 4 under. Back to even for the round. And the next hole is a par 3. Could he threaten another ace? Wow. So Chris has played his last 4 holes in even par, but what a way to do it. Triple at 4, bogey at 5, hole in 1 at 6, and an eagle at 7. Now on the 158-yard par 3 eighth. Hole is on 13 and 6 on the right. Back to 4 under par. We started this final round this morning. That's going to be a tricky up and down for Christopher. Chris has missed the green here to par 3 eighth. Far cry from what happened on the previous par 3. Only 18 feet of green to work with. And that's not a bad shot. Certainly don't want to lose that eagle momentum. 2 in a row at 6 and 7. Tough par 4 ninth coming up to close out the front 9. Probably the strongest breeze of the week as Chris lines up his par putt here at the par 3 8. This will stay even Steven for the final round, and that's 4 under for the qualifier itself. Live from the Standard Club in Johns Creek. Okay, interesting front 9 for Chris thus far. 2 eagles, 1 birdie, 2 bogeys, 1 triple bogey. All that adding up to even par. Chris Waters on the 2 to 475-yard par 4 9. 306 to it. Stop short of that bunker down the right. 330 to fly over it. It might be going right towards 18. Chris has bunkered his tee shot here at the 9th. Pin today is 29 on and 7 from the left. Huge bunker guards this left side of the green. just short of the green. Not bad. Should make par from there. Chris for birdie at the ninth, and just off the green. Is to turn in 1 under 35 and move to 5 under for the first time this week. That'll be for par, and the front 9 of even par 36. One of the wildest ever even par 9s you'll probably ever see. Had 2 bogeys, 1 birdie, a triple, and then he had back-to-back eagles. The ace at 9, excuse me, ace at 6, and an eagle at 7. And Chris for par at 9 to turn an even par 36. And stay at 4 under par. Carlton Forrester Jr. there, standing to the left of Chris. Caddying for Bartley today. Interesting front 9 for Chris there. They make the turn in just under 2 hours and 25 minutes. Alright, Chris now on the tee to 399-yard par 4 10th hole. It's a dogleg to the left. 269 to the top of the hill. 303 to run on the fairway down the right side. Picks up the tee quickly. That's usually a good sign. Chris is on the right side of the fairway here at 10. Flag is on 14 and 4 from the right. Now spinning away from the hole a little bit. Put Chris here at 10. Move it to -5. Short par 4 coming up, followed by a par 5. Where anything can happen. I think somebody made a 9 in my group yesterday. Not in my group, but in the tour group. I think Tyler Lipscomb made a 9 there yesterday. On 12, I think I've seen him make 7. This is the birdie, try 10. Par putt. Par putt for Chris. I think Devon's just 3-putted for bogey. Chris Waters on the tee to 358-yard par 4 11th hole. 243. Stop short of that fairway bunker on the left. 258 over it. There's a creek down the right. And a pond closer to the green. Shortest par 4 here at the Standard Club. down the fairway. Second shot for Chris here at 11. Can't tell if he's in the fairway or not. I can tell you that the hole is on 13 and 4 from the left side. Getting closer. Great shot by Waters. There's plenty of waters he'll have to avoid on this second 9. Starting with this hole. Chris for birdie here at 11. So at the 5 under par. Missed it. Par for Chris. Par 5, 12 ahead. Chris down to the 512 yard, par 5, 12. 265, reach the first bumper on the left. Creek down the entire right hand side. Trees left. Second shot for Chris at 12, par 5. If he is going for it, the pin is 9 on and 4 from the right. Chris trying to play his third shot into the par 5-12 as Bartley Forrester nearly holed out for eagle. Chris has already holed out a full shot today, back at the 6 for an ace. Needs to get something going here in these final few holes if he's going to make it back to the U.S. Amateur. Whoa, that is long and to the left. He won't be happy with that shot. Fourth shot for Chris Waters here at 12. This is for birdie. He could use one right about now. He's only had one birdie all day, but 2 eagles. Lone birdie coming at the par 5 second hole, which was a bounce back after the opening bogey. Asking for it to sit, and he's got some work left to save par here. Third shot got away from him, just like Nick Cassini's third shot got away from him on this same hole yesterday. Penalty area, a double bogey. He was 4 under par at that time. Yesterday, Nick Cassini was. IPPs, very important par putts for Chris. Ever since going ace and eagle at 6 and 7, he has cooled off with some pars. 4 in a row to be exact. This is for 5 pars in a row. With 6 holes left. It could be a playoff later on. You don't want to make 6 on par 5s. But he's done just that. And his first bogey since the 5th hole today. Back to 3 under, 1 over for today. And now Chris on the tee of the 409-yard par 4 13. Keep it dry. There's water down the right, also water down the left. Got the driver out, probably a little anger from the bogey on the par 5 previous hole. Nice turn over from left to right. Second shot for Chris. I can't tell if he's in the fairway or not. The right hand side. Flag is on 33 and 7 from the left. Miles Jones has matched the low round at the qualifier today with a 5 under 67. He is tied 4th at -6. Nick Cassidy is 2 under for his round today. He's playing the 14th. Waters for birdie at 13. At last check, Chris was tied 9th. Only the top 5 get in. 2 alternates. So we gotta get moving here. And that's a start. And that's a bounce back. Birdie at that for Chris. Back to -4, even for today. 5 to go. Chris down to the 196-yard par 314. Today is 26 on and 7 from the left. Out to the right. That's probably not far from where the hole was yesterday. The second shot for Chris at 14. And that is pretty much where Miles missed his tee shot yesterday. He made bogey from there. That was when the hole location was cut on the right hand side, high from the edge. There's plenty more green to work with today with today's hole location. And Chris knew he couldn't miss left. Slow down. That might have just ran through the green. He cannot afford any more drop shots at this stage. There are only 4 holes left after this hole. Looks like he took outscored John Rahm in I guess it was the 2014 U.S. Amateur. Just down Highway 141 at Atlanta Athletic Club. Chris got in a Piedmont Driving Club in that qualifier. A huge par putt here for Chris at 14, especially coming off the birdie at 13. Second bogey in 3 holes for Christopher Waters. And then a bad time as well. Now back at 3 under. But 4 holes left, and the last hole is a par 5. Chris now on to the 410-yard par 4, 15th dollar to the left, 237 to reach the fairway bunker down the left, which Nick Cassini found yesterday, 266 to cover it. Creek down the right, trees down the left. Chris hit a big drive down this 15th fairway. It's on the left side. Should be a good angle for Christopher as this pin is on 25 and 6 from the right side. He'll be looking to do the same thing he did 2 holes ago, trying to get a bounce back birdie. And he backs away and changes clubs. Up and down final round today for Chris. And out of the first 7 numbers, he's had 1 of each today with the exception of a 2. That is missed the green to the right. He's got to get that up and down to save par. Third shot for Waters at 15. Got to get up and down here. Must. Ooh. Scares the hole and not the putt, length of putt he wants for par. Can't afford any more bogeys. Another big par putt here for Chris. This must go down. He's going to have any chance of getting back into the U.S. Amateur field. That just drops in a hole. Back-to-back bogeys for Chris. Now 2 under overall, 2 over for today. 3 holes remaining. Is he running out of time? Now Chris on the 412-yard par 4 16th, all the way to the right. Creek runs the entire right-hand side. He's bogeyed 3 of his last 4 holes. That might be in the fairway. All 3 players in this final group found the fairway here at 16. Chris will play first. Flag today on the 16th is 17 on and 7 from the left. Got bunkers short and long. Gotta find some birdies coming in, Chris. That's on the green. If it is, but not close to the hole. Hasn't had a birdie since 13. I just took a look at the leaderboard, and 5 under par is the projected cut. Chris right now is at 2 under par. That means he needs to hold this for birdie, and then birdie 17 and 18 to get the 5 under, which would give him a final round of 71, 1 under. And pars are not what he needs right now. That means he'll have to birdie 17 and then eagle 18. We saw Nick Cassini eagle 18 yesterday, and speaking of Cassini, he has turned into 5 over 77 today. Not the round he was looking for. Jonathan Klotz is 4 over for today with 2 to go. Par putt for Waters at 16. But in reality, he needs birdies. And now he's going to need birdie at 17 and an eagle at 18. Stays at 2 under par. He's been all over the place today in terms of scores. Chris now let's get a 192-yard par 3 17. 39 yards down the hill. Hole today is 9 on and 14 from both sides. And very short, good swim. Rather could go swimming. Needs to birdie this hole and then eagle the next. And that's probably the best of the 3. Chris Waters for birdie at 17, the 35th hole of this qualifier, and this is a must-make situation. Get Chris to 3 under. Yes. Now he needs to eagle 18 to get to 5 under. Once again, Nick Cassini eagled 18 yesterday. Can Chris Waters do it? And that's the first 2 on Chris's card today. So he's had a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, and a 7. All on this scorecard today. Just a wild, eventful final round for Mr. Waters. Alright, final tee shot for Chris. Maybe. Here 18, 555 yards, par 5. 271 to fly over that bunker on the right. And he's an eagle 3 here. Had 2 eagles already today. And not the start he wanted on this hole for eagle potential. Second shot for Chris. We're pulling his tee shot here at 18. He's got to find a way to make eagle 3. Oh, he's turned that left. He's going to have to hold that shot out at any chance of getting into the U.S. Amateur. First shot for Chris at 18. It was an embedded ball. He's going to hold this out for eagle. Get to -5. Pin is on 16 and 6 on the right. Four for Chris at 18. And that was for a round of even par 72. So you'll have that putt for par. Turn into 1/73. So 1/73 for Christopher Waters, and he's probably going to come up a little short. As he posts 3 under 141, so 68.73.